In this video, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why your industrial sales close rate is not where it should be. The industrial sales cycle is typically pretty lengthy from a B2B standpoint. It's usually 3, 6, 12 months or possibly longer. I know that because I've been in the industry for the past 20 plus years. So you guys definitely need to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Check out my over 500 videos because you will definitely get some value out of it. Step number 1 to increase your close rate. Did you discover a problem and offer up a solution? I know that may seem simple, but too often industrial salespeople are strictly going into the pitch to offer their services, their product, the tech behind it, because maybe they have an engineering background. They get way too technical, way too quickly, and don't really uncover what is the problem that they're trying to solve. You have to start when you're having a discovery call with people, start with questions and ask a ton of them. In this discovery call, they should be talking more than you are. Ask those probing questions to understand what is the problem, what are multiple problems that they're having, because they came to you for some reason. Asking that question simply as, what made you pick up the phone and reach out to me? What made you go to our website and fill out this discovery call or book this RFQ type meeting? Asking them that question to then uncover what their real problems are. It should be a fact-finding experience. And usually if your close rate is suffering, it's because the solution that you offered didn't match their problem or didn't match their timeline, their budget, things like that. That first step, the first time you talk to them, you need to be asking as many questions as possible. While you're asking those questions and they're offering up what the problems are, you need to then, in that conversation, come up with a solution. Hey, we hear that a lot from our customers, and one way that we are offering a solution to that is X, Y, and Z, and then get their feedback. Toward the end of that discovery call, as long as they're forthcoming with information, you should have a roadmap of exactly what you should present in a proposal or in a quote and send over to them. There should be no questions asked, so you need to make sure that you gather all of that information together, because you will send the quote. If the quote is not in budget, if it's way off the mark, if it's not including the things that they wanted you to include, they are going to ghost you. You're going to say, this person obviously wasn't listening, but I have 3 other quotes from other suppliers, other vendors, other industrial companies, and they are offering me something that's closer. So I'm going to kick this person out, and I'm only going to talk to 1 or 2 of these 3 others, and then work that through the proposal process and work that through pricing to negotiation and then closing. But that first step is critical. You guys have to focus on uncover what the problem is, offer up some solutions to it, see if there's any problems that are auxiliary, where it's not their main problem, but it's something that they would like to have. What are some nice to have things? What are some of your problems that aren't the top of your list, but are adjacent to it that you would like to also solve at the same time? And then offer up a solution that can handle all of those, while the whole time building trust that you are the trusted partner for them to solve that problem. That is the way you're going to prevent them from ghosting you and increase your close rate, because you will not close anybody if they don't trust you, and the trust happens in the initial conversation. Step number 2, how fast did it take you to come up with that solution? Did you have a conversation on the 1st of the month and offer up a solution on the 30th while all of your competition is offering up in 15 days, 10 days, 5 days? If you are slow to respond, if you do not provide them with a quote and a solution to their problem in a timely fashion, there is no possible way that you're going to be able to close them. Unless it's a very vast, large project where you need a lot of moving parts in it, a lot of input from the rest of your team and the other departments, you need to focus on trying to provide them with pricing first. You're setting that bar. You want to be the first to respond, you want to be the first to provide pricing, you want to be the first to answer any questions they have, ask them for appointments, meetings, respond to emails, texts, whatever it is, you want to be first. And so if you know for a fact that other people are going to take 10 days, get it done in 5, get it done in 3. Definitely try and beat everybody else, so that way you are the leading proposal, the leading quote sent to them, and make sure that those proposals and quotes are very in-depth. It's not just as simple as, and maybe your industry, it's like, oh, it's just a product number and a price. That's fine. Give a description with it too. Like, expand it to what can you do to make yourself stand out from the other people that are quoting the same thing. That is the best way to make yourself get known. So it's going to be speed to deliver it. It has to be very detailed solution that you're offering, even reference back to the points. Hey, in our conversation, these are the 5 things that you said mattered the most. These are the solutions that we're offering, or these are the ways that we're offering these solutions. Here's the pricing structure, here's the quote, whatever, however the format is that you do. and then send that to them, they're gonna be like, oh, this person was obviously paying attention, because they may forget what they told you is the problem, but if you reference back to it, even in the email, hey Joe, thanks for taking the time to speak with me a few days ago. I've attached your pricing. Just wanted to recap, in our conversation, we talked about X, Y, and Z. These were the biggest issues. As you'll see in this proposal or in this quote, I covered those 3 main issues here, lined out in page 1, bullet point 2, whatever it is. Put all of that in the email or the system that you're using, send that off to them. That way they remember, oh, this is why he's quoting that, but you have to do it in a timely fashion. Step 3, are you following up on all of your opportunities? I mean all of them. Are you looking at every single conversation you had, every single opportunity that came into your pipeline? Are you following up with them all? Now, you wouldn't be able to do that if you don't have a CRM system in place. You can't do it based on spreadsheets, because once you get more than 10, 20, 30 deals in the pipeline, you will get lost and you will forget people. But you have to go back and look at every single deal. Even the deals that you're like, I don't know if that's really a good fit for us, go back and circle back with them. Your close rate is going to depend on it. If you close 10 deals out of 20, that's a 50% close rate. But if you have deals in your pipeline that's like, yeah, that's not really a great fit, and you're not circling back to see, is there something we can do with this person? Can we provide them with a solution based on the problem? Do I need to have another discovery call because it's been 30 days? You have to make sure that you go back and cycle through those people. No deal is lost until they tell you that it's lost. If anything, put them in a nurture campaign, and maybe you're following up with them less frequently. Maybe you could even put it into automation if you're using something like HubSpot, but every single deal is important, even the small ones. If you're trying to go after, $2 million deals, $300,000 deal is important, because you get enough of those and those are going to equate to the bigger deals. So you have to treat every deal equally as important as the rest of them, whether it's big or small, and never forget about them. Always have like muscle memory in place that I'm going to follow up with these people on this schedule every single day between 8 and 10 in the morning. I do all of my prospecting follow-up or my opportunity follow-ups, go back through, cycle through everybody. Maybe you spread it out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, that's when you do it. But you have to have a plan in place on how are you going to make sure you don't forget about people and that you consistently follow up. That's the main difference between those that are gonna have a high close rate and those that won't, is gonna come in the follow-up. Sure, there are people that you quote them and then they come through and they close either yes or no in 30 days, but the money is made on those deals that are 2, 3, 6, 12 months down the road, that you're consistently following up with them, staying in front of them, making sure you have a good rapport, making sure that you send them additional information, building that trust the whole time. That will drastically improve your close rate. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this content. If you did, hit that subscribe button, share it with someone that you know. We have over 600, 700 videos on this YouTube channel. Head over to LinkedIn and follow me if you want consistent daily video content, tips like this about industrial sales. It's all I talk about, industrial sales and industrial marketing. It's all that I know. If you guys like listening to podcasts, head over to every major podcast platform and type in technical sales and marketing with me, and you will come across all of the episodes in podcast format, as long as Lara has done her job properly. We will see you on the next one.